but generally you are looking at a team that does kind of spike a lot in the mid game, has a lot of power around not only the level 6, but around the Misfortune, if you can get her in.
Oh, look at this. Monkey has skipped his entire bot side. He wants to be here early and put a stop to the pressure from Ryan. The flash away from the pillar, but a guaranteed flash right on top. Monkey back in prime form with first blood for Team WE.
And Keshi on the top side, but Monkey already making his way back down to the bot lane.
And what a time to show up on the Tribush. Feather had just hooked in with the dredge line. Ryan knows that his support is not long for this world. The pillar will guarantee that he's put in his place, and about will be gift wrapped another kill in this lane.
It's just a big mistake from...
They believe that they are way stronger than them, but remember, Cars does not have access to Unstoppable Force because that particular cooldown takes a little bit longer early on. Monkey flashing over! He steals the dragon, but that means Cars is compromised and he gets knocked up by ThunderTalk squad. WE trying to fight this one out, 3v4, but health bars are low on Junhao and Feather, but no one gets dropped. At least they got a dragon for team.
It's going towards the dragon on the bottom side of the map. We'll see if he wants to full prio it or potentially go for another bot lane gank. Monkey's in the area, though.
Spotted on the control ward. Wants to be able to take it out before
Kars is here. He's got the ult.
Oh, no. Unstoppable Force was stolen away, and Junhao recognizes the threat, but the flash committed by Kara says, "Good night, Rock Monster." WE now with 3 kills on the board.
Unfortunately, level 6 did not come soon enough for Junhao. It's an aggressive...
Oh, no. Oh no!
Ooh, this could be
big.
big.
About to TP in. He's gonna lose a lot of his HP as soon as he gets in range, and he walks up to the wave. There it is! Unstoppable Force and Cube. I'm so sorry, brother, but you're gonna have to go back to the fountain.
And the resources, Junhao does have the ultimate available if he wants to pull the trigger. Looks like it's just clearing right now, but
not connect onto About.
On his way.
All 3 of them are there. Bullet time running to 2. About wasn't caught in the crossfire, but Monkey was, and Yao Yao will fall next. That's a way to secure the dragon for yourself.
It's extreme disrespect from WE, just not, I guess, respecting that ThunderTalk can pull the trigger, that they are in the area, and that they can use the ultimates to kill them. It's a perfect combo coming in from ThunderTalk as they bring Haru down, and they're going to be able to pick up the dragon for this, stop the stacking. All that you can really trade is some damage on the mid lane turret, a bit of gold for Karis, but everybody is in the area. We could be looking at another fight already. Malphite ult up in 2 seconds for the engage.
6,000 HP on Rift Herald. Haru trying to poke on the left side. Feather with the dredge line. Camera goes back over to the bot. Wait, what's going to happen on the Rift Herald?
What's going on?
Observers, please! Okay, Rift Herald is secured by WE. You know what? Observers, my bad. They knew that the Rift Herald fight was about to completely fizzle out. And Karis, you may see him just randomly dash. Yo, just go in on Keshi. Use your ultimate. It's about to run out anyway. Protobelt for the chase.
They're bringing the squad.
Unstoppable Force forces the flash out of Keshi. He locks him down with the upscon up duck. There's the glacial fissure for the knockup. Monkey, public execution for the rearrange. Not in time. Not even a reposition with the ultimate saves him, and it's a big shutdown going into Karis' hands.
Yeah, very important for them to be able to get that specifically onto the Silas. We talked about how relevant he's going to be, and he needs to have the damage to immediately break through. It is going to be traded for a tower on the bot side. That is a pretty big pickup for the Azir, whose gold lead continues to grow on his own, but Junhao might have stayed a little too long.
Subjugate on top of Junhao as well, just to sap all of the... Actually, I lied. There's no Subjugate. Already used that ultimate a while ago. So Junhao just gets contested on some Krugs and cannot defend this turret from falling. That's a tier 1 in the top lane going down.
Yeah, it's
ThunderTalk still have the gold lead on their side. Dusk and Dawn has been completed for Haru. I'm not gonna lie, K-Man. This is the first time I've seen an Azir build this item, or at least paid attention. Because I know that Nashor still remains core. Looking for Karis, though, right into the alley-oop of an Unstoppable Force. Beautiful work by Haru and Junhao.
We talked about it. The ease of execution of this comp is incredibly easy for ThunderTalk. If you catch one person out, they are gone. And with Dragon spawning, that is a free objective for ThunderTalk that is going to be almost impossible to try and contest. Monkey going to try so anyways because that's where he's at, but will be nothing. Yao Yao, though,
Going for the tier 1 instead. That's the play for WE. Yao Yao trying to give as much of his health bar so that Monkey has enough time to siege. They take out the tier 1, but the Glacial Fissure slows down Thundertalk as they look for a re-engage. There's no unstoppable force. Junhao forced to flash away, but the Chain of Corruption slows him down and gets him rooted. That's a big shutdown going over to About, and the rest of Thundertalk are forced to give ground.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge for WE. It's a bit of an overextension from Thundertalk. They just played a little bit too quick. If they play that a tad bit slower, I think they're actually able to pick up quite a lot there once Keshi is able to enter the fight. But that might be what we're worried about with a team that doesn't have as much tier 1 experience. Are they going to play fights a little bit too fast? Right now, Monkey taking quite a bit from Keshi. He's got the ultimate available.
While this game has been quite chaotic and definitely a bit favored towards WE in terms of the early explosiveness, both of these solo laners have been able to squeeze out some advantages. Around the Baron, and these two solo laners pop off. That is a very exciting sign for Thundertalk's year in 2026.
Yeah, they are the core right now of what to be excited about with Thundertalk. This top side has looked good, but it's all about the execution.
Junhao looking for the left side. Keshi with the public execution follow-up. Cube forced to flash over the wall, but rest of Thundertalk are losing the collapse on the right side. Here comes the rest of WE. Junhao completely compromised, and here comes Thundertalk. Now looking for a re-engage. They have to buy time for the bullet time on Ryan, but he is forced to walk away. Haru pushes them all back with the Ember's Divide. Keshi steps in front, tries to absorb pressure. Good flash from Haru to reposition right into the back line, but Chorus and the rest of WE are pushing forward, and Keshi just might give his life. All 4 members are critically low. Haru, does he want to fight? Does he want to dash out? Cube comes to the TP. He goes forward and can't finish off a single member. It's all disaster for Thundertalk Gaming, and WE don't lose a single man in the 5-man ace of Thundertalk. I lied.
No.
Baron does give a stray over to About as he was recalling, but the Baron will go over to WE anyway.
What a fight from WE!
Had a death cap in his inventory. You could imagine that that is a fight where he just completely takes over in 1v4s. Okay, well, we're all just gonna dogpile on the Cube and say goodnight to the Yorick. That's a shutdown going over to Ryan, but meanwhile, rest of WE using their Baron buff to just push through mid. They take out the tier 2, now pressuring the inhibitor tower.
Yeah, this is a very tough thing to stop. We talked about WE's comp being efficient. Feather could have been in some danger. That's Nautilus ult stolen, so Ryan has to be very, very careful in this fight. He can get the bullet time interrupted basically at any moment. They need to give up this inhibitor and just hope and pray that they can survive.
Team is that close to soul point, so this is a moment where if Thundertalk do not feel comfortable, they do not have to fight here. They can wait.
I don't think they want to wait, Rafa. I think they want to take this dragon. They're going to start it up here very quickly. I think the fight is imminent.
Keshi looking for the flank. A ward will spot him if he ever goes past that red buff brush. He's going to go into the blast cone again. Instead, Junhao steals it away. Keshi now pressing on the left side. Bullet time rips open Monkey, but now they turn on to the Mbessa. Junhao only clips 1 with the ultimate, and now WE have the momentum. They can charge forward. Haru tries to create space with the Emperor's Divide, but Ryan does not have a bullet time anymore, so he is just forced to run away. It is 30 seconds on the next member for Thundertalk to spawn. It could just be enough time for WE to end the game.
They will be able to march their way into the base off of that fight and close out this game. It looked precarious for a little bit, but WE able to walk out 3-0 at the very least after their 3rd game of the split.
There were a couple moments where it looked dicey for WE. Extra bot lane pressure by having the power of the Nami to keep Corki topped off in the trades.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what this pick is for. You want to make sure you dominate that 2v2 as much as possible. Available as well. In the previous game, we saw a full commit, a flash over the wall from Monkey to get that first dragon. Doesn't quite look like we're going to be getting that same kind of aggression, especially because he has a dash this time, but certainly looks like he's in the area for a top lane.
Solo Bolo, potentially Keshi gets the first blood. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, K-Man, it's cool for him.
Base back to top lane, so it is just gonna be WE that has full control of this. Even with the dive, Monkey is gonna feel pretty confident to be able to take it. Junhao is gonna take 2 of the grubs and back off. They're gonna be comfortable with that exchange. I think this makes sense for both teams, neither wanting to overcommit here.
This is a nice way for Junhao to kind of mask that
Monkey?
he went for the grubs. Okay, potential engage onto the Wukong. Cyclone already used from the clone, but the cease and desist right on top of the jungler. Unraveled her. Seismic Shove does not connect, but he gets one more rock in the back of the monkey's head. About and Yao cannot contest the river anymore. Ryan and Feather back off, and ThunderTalk find a great response in the second game of his abilities in the Phosphorus Bomb and the rocket to connect. Barrier was expended by Ryan just to preserve HP. However, Chorus has no flash available. Easy Vault Breaker flash combo guarantees the rest of Talia's rotation. ThunderTalk making do on the promise.
Another 1k gold lead for Haru in the mid lane, and Junhao, after taking the first 2 grubs, is going to say, well...
Link gets out the fog, and ThunderTalk go, well, Yao and About were still in lane when that control ward went down, so surely someone else is here. Feather pops the ultimate to cleanse out of the bubble. Haru is here. Seismic Shove off of the knockup from Feather, and Monkey is in a world of trouble. Cars has realm warped in, but he has the speed on out with the phase rush movement speed. And that dive has been completely quelled by Thunder, thanks to the Fey Lights giving full coverage. They cannot sit on top of that ward, and Monkey has swept all the way around. Oh no! There's a window where Haru doesn't get punished! He walked into darkness, but WE weren't there for the play! But Feather goes in onto 2 for the headbutt pulverized combo, and surely he does go down to About on the way out. ThunderTalk kind of losing their minds a bit over the fog of war.
What a crazy exchange that was, and it's not even over. Dragon has been started by WE, and ThunderTalk do not want to give this. They're teleporting in.
Monkey's going to be forced to use the W back over the Dragon Pit wall. They want to play ball, looking for Yao, ready to turn this guy into a sushi skewer. Haru picks up his 3rd kill of the game for the Talia, and this is the 2nd dragon of the game now going over to ThunderTalk.
Yeah, Cube's going to get some consolation plates on the top side of the map, but ThunderTalk take a situation that looks like a disaster and turn it, but oh no, Junhao.
He does have flash. Okay. Flashes over to the left side wall, says, my bad, I just wanted to pick up some chicken nuggets. I guess I was not allowed to do that, and his summoner spell has to be used for it.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate little trade there, but a very, very strange exchange around the dragon. I hope we get some replays coming in here, because there's a lot to digest in terms of how that broke down.
From Cube.
Oh no.
We saw this happen in game 1. I mean, he's a Scion, he's a lot tankier than before, but he's got Sunfire and he's got Thornmail, all AD armor items, and you know what? Thankfully, Monkey is right there to make sure that he gets to walk out safely. I thought that was going to end in disaster for Cube, but this time he has friends. And wow, it's 4 members from WE actually committed to the top side, looking for Feather. Cyclone is available. Bubble connects, and he uses the Unchained to make sure that he gets out of that one alive.
I mean, that's a lot of resources committed to trying to kill Feather. Meanwhile, Keshi's just solo taking bot lane tower, gaining a lot of gold for himself. WE will be able to trade it for this top tower, but overall, it's a nice play for ThunderTalk to continue to play the map well. They're up 2.5k gold here at the 17-minute mark. We're getting closer and closer to some major objectives. Keshi's even getting some plates onto the tier 2 on the bot side, so overall, I think ThunderTalk are feeling pretty solid, as long as Junhao doesn't get caught here.
Junhao cues into darkness without a flash. That is bold.
He's going to try to get as much as he can. Demolish proc on the bot side, but for now it's Karis who's in trouble.
He has a flash, and he has, well, yeah. He did not have enough time to get out of the full damage combo, so no point in trying to burn that summoner spell. Junhao looking for the play. Cease and desist right on top of Monkey. He's spinning, trying to win. Uses the clone to get out the second cast of the Cyclone. Monkey cannot escape this one this time around, as he was also without a summoner spell. Cube gonna continue to the Sigma grind set of pushing down the 2nd tier turret, but that does force a response from Haru to TP and save it.
Down 50 CS, no problem for Ryan. The Yunara is online, level 11, starting to deal some damage and getting 3 kills as you see the Herald drop.
Here comes the Choo-Choo Cube train, looking for Feather, but he pops the Unchained for the damage reduction, tries to walk it out. The slow from decimating smash is not enough to keep him in range. Be able to stat check them when they face check.
And that becomes more difficult when you're staring down a 3-kill Talia. So we see an exchange on the top side. Karis in trouble again.
Keshi with the beatdown stick of the Renekton. Kars trying to run away. Another Cyclone pass. Keshi tries to flash over, but the Ghost was popped by Kars, and he's going to type CY@ in the chat. Shutdown going over to Cube, Sion, but Haru still committing to getting as much gold as possible for the change of play, and he takes out the second tier turret on the bottom side of the map.
It's still a plus gold play for ThunderTalk in the end, which is a crazy thing to say, but that's just the kind of map control that you are afforded with Taliyah, with Vi. It takes so long to kill the Renekton. 3 people on the top side needed in order to even make it work. Haru? They're looking at Cube.
There's no Cyclone for Monkey. Cube, no flash available on this side. On the way. No unstoppable onslaught. It's going to take a while to take him down, but here comes Junhao with the Black Cleaver and the Armor Shred passive from the Vi. This should surely make short work of the Sion. Hang on. They'll kill him eventually. It takes a while. He's healing off the grass procs. Okay, we finally got there.
Junhao was getting concerned. He was walking back. Hey, whoa,
he
hey!
He stole my Krugs! Mid laner, please! he let his undead passive take my cats.
Oh my god, what an insane turn of events. And honestly, that was a lot of resources burned on the
ThunderTalk second with no contest coming in from WE's side. They just need to bide their time. Good power spikes out that top wave. Gets a chance to maybe shift on over.
Yeah, it's a tough position. You've got a Renekton on the flank. You've got a Vi pressuring out About.
Cease and desist, perfectly timed with the seismic shove. The bubble misses, and About is trying to hold his ground, but goes down anyway. ThunderTalk now continuing the chase onto Cube, gets caught up. The unstoppable onslaught briefly used just for one knockup, but goes down anyway. ThunderTalk off of one play, take out 2, and they set themselves up to rip this Baron.
It's so tough for WE. I was just about to say, there's so much single target lockdown on the side of ThunderTalk, and any of it landing on a priority target is instantly the end of the fight. We saw that there with About getting bursted down. Monkey's going in!
Oh, quick exhaust though by Feather, cuts the damage down the size. Haru is able to get out of harm's way and now is trying to use the spacing tools of his ability kit to make sure that the rest of WE can't get in.
Oh, Haru!
Looks for a seismic shove, Yao flashes away, Haru's still alive, tries to ghost out, Kars picks it up.
Kars?
We're still at 4,000 HP, wait a minute, this Baron is getting way too tricky. The Baron is shredding all of the armor and resist. Feather tries to knock up Kars to buy space, but runs out of the fight. Monkey survives just before Junhao claps him in the back of the head, and now Kars has to make tail and run, but he's got About his back pocket.
They're going in.
He spawned back up. The Realm Warp, About's gonna send it for the play. Junhao's forced to flash away. The Baron is stopped, and WE have bought themselves.
Baron's not done, so it gets completely delayed. It's a big mistake, and WE capitalize. It's not enough to...
I'm ready to eat my words and start glazing this guy if he continues to show up big for WE when they need him most. Now, ThunderTalk trying to look for an engage.
Oh my god,
Haru spotted out by Kars and routed off completely. He's looking for the Realm Warp to chase. Cuts off the retreat route from the Dragon Pit side. Rest of ThunderTalk are forced to give ground. Cube looking for the unstoppable onslaught. Ryan dashes way back in time. Cube in the middle of all 4 members. Can anyone follow up? About tries to go in. He's trying to engage with all the damage that he's got. The Gatling gun shreds Keshi, forces him to flash over the wall. Sertates keeps him alive for now, but Monkey with the Cyclone. Junhao looks for a re-engage, but About flashes in, takes out the Krog. ThunderTalk are losing the fight. They're losing the game. WE are able to capitalize big in back-to-back moments and have taken full control of the second game again.
The impossible is becoming a reality. WE is fighting and clawing their way back into this game, and it's pure execution diff. It's Haru, the player who has been pushing the game forward for ThunderTalk, getting caught by Kars.
Yep, that reaction, completely valid. Just astonished and complete joy that WE have found a way back into this game. Junhao on a massive flank. Who is the target he wants to look for? He knows that About has no flash, goes immediately for the Corki. Seismic shove connects, a lot of knockouts right into the Corki as well, but Junhao gets blasted by Kars' rise once again. Keshi finally gets the assassination off onto About. He's looking for more kills onto Monkey, but a great bubble from Ryan keeps him locked down, and Kars has laid waste to the entire ThunderTalk backline, picks up a triple, and completely saves the game and the series for WE.
WE, with their backs up against the wall, with everything pointing against them, managed to find a way to stay on top and to stay pushing this game forward. They're sieging down the inhibitor turret. The inhibitor will fall next. The death timers are too long. The Realm Warp coming in. This will be an undefeated start to the split. 4-0 for a WE team that is looking to make their name not only in Group Perseverance, but in the LPL as a whole.
This just might be the year of Chorus. You may not like it, but it's a great way to start for the mid laner of WE.